Hey guys, welcome back to the third episode of my excerpts from Italy. In this video you can see me and my parents getting lost in Venice as we explore the city. But I'm gonna be honest, I left this video in my drafts for 2 years, so it's been quite a while since I was in Venice, so I'm gonna try my best to recall all the details, but I will say it's been a long time coming. When we first got to Venice, we took a boat to our Airbnb because Venice has this system where their public transportation are all boats because the whole city's on top of water basically. For lunch, we went to this place right outside of our Airbnb, and although we waited for almost an hour and a half for our food, not even exaggerating, but it was the best pasta I had this whole trip, so no complaints. We basically just spent the rest of our day and afternoon wandering the streets of Venice, getting lost, looking at the canals, and just exploring our surroundings because we had nothing really planned for the rest of the day there. We also visited St. Marco's Square, which was lively every single time we came in the following days. We were also able to go onto the viewpoint on St. Mark's Bell Tower, where we got a full overview of the Venice architecture and the water, and it was just really nice. I highly recommend. We ended off our night by watching the sunset at the pier, which was really, really beautiful, and I love this clip over here of this guy boating. It was just such a peaceful location and a great view, and the perfect way to end our long travel day. The next morning, me and my mom visited a church right outside of our Airbnb and picked up some pastries at this little bakery, which we came to several times in our time in Venice. Later in the afternoon, we wandered to this place where it was basically a floating bookstore on water. It was really, really cool. They had a bunch of souvenirs and books, bookmarks, postcards. I would highly recommend checking it out if you go to Venice. Rays catching right Hi.
A stagione l'amore. Vara Nicola.
I just wanna make you smile,
No, va bene.
hold you tight and shine by your side. Fast.
We stopped at this restaurant for lunch where I got some cicchetti, which are these Venetian bread style dishes, and my parents got a seafood plate to share, and they said it was like the best thing they've ever had, so I think they'd recommend.
Of hipsters, yeah, full of reachers like me.
As you can see, we spent the majority of our time here wandering, walking, as if we had no itinerary, because honestly we really didn't, but I'd say that's honestly the best part about exploring.
Who's this beauty in the dark? Walking to me. So
We got dinner at a random restaurant right beside the water, and it was the worst meal we had the entire trip, and my lasagna was literally frozen when I was eating it, so we would not recommend going there. The next morning we headed off on a little day trip to Murano and Burano. Although very similar in name, they both are very unique for different reasons. Our first stop was Murano, which is famous for their glass making and all the jewelry and sculptures, vases, chandeliers. There were a lot of cool things to look at. Like literally the entire town is filled with glass shops where you can do some souvenir shopping. got to go inside a showroom where we got to see how different glass sculptures and things were made. They take the heated glass and put it onto a stick, roll it into some glass beads, and honestly I don't know what they were making here, but it looked cool. So he came around and showed us. On the hunt for gelato. All the parents wait in line to go to Burano. Spoiler alert, I deeply underestimated how long it would take to go get the gelato, so the boat and my parents almost left without me. But I got my gelato in the end, so I think it was worth it. And here we are in Burano, which was our second stop of the day. Burano is known for its colorful houses, and so there were a lot of photo ops here, and it was just really pretty town. It was majorly hot that day, so both me and my mom got some drinks. I got this peach iced tea and she got lemon. What'd you get?
Lemon, iced tea, some
Peach tea. We got lunch in the town and I got this seafood pasta, which was really good, but it took me like 30 minutes to eat because I kept having to peel the clam shells to eat the pasta.
I just wanna make you smile, hold you tight and shine by your side. This very time of year, my soul, I couldn't say a word to you.
Hi, we're going back to home.
Of reachers like me.
With our final day in Venice, we started off the day by getting some gelato even before breakfast because we have our priorities straight. We went to this place that made the gelato into flowers, so we got 3 little flower cones, and the next day we came back here as well to get more gelato on the way to the train station because I started dying of some sort of illness, and this gelato and a pistachio croissant was the only thing getting me through the day. And here me and my mom are again getting some pastries from the same bakery that we were at on day 1.
Babylon,
and here we are at this restaurant for our final dinner, where the interior was so pretty and we got to sit on like the patio area with all the trees and decor. It was really pretty. And for my final meal I ordered fish, which I normally wouldn't do, but I really could not stomach anything that night because I was feeling so deathly ill. But it was a pretty good last meal, I'd say.
Adesso arrivo.
That was the end of my trip in Italy. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you watched the other two of my Rome and Florence videos. It was a lovely trip, and although it took a long time to get around to editing them, it was a nice little trip down memory lane.